found something.
This isn't a terrorist attack. This is an assassination attempt.
How do we know that you aren't in on this?
You're really on my side, aren't you?
Come on.
I haven't told you everything yet.
This plan of yours? If we're wrong about any of it, we're done. Take the wheel!
Gabriel Luciane, good morning.
Good
Jeff in Las
morning.
Vegas.
How's it going, Jeff?
It is going great. You know why? Because I love this series. I'm a political junkie, and they don't get better than this when you have political thrillers. So congratulations.
Oh,
Thank you very
awesome.
much. I'll pass the
Thank you.
compliment on to Sean.
Please do, with my compliments. And Gabriel, you know, Peter is an FBI agent, and he's assigned to the White House to a program called Night Action. At first, it's not the most exciting position, isn't it? But what happens when that phone first rings?
When it first rings, he does his job. But it's interesting, too, because he has a breach of etiquette. So he's not supposed to, if she doesn't have the code words, he's not supposed to deal with her at all. But I think because he's so willing to help others, he stays on the line to help her out, and then that results in him having to actually go out into the field. But I think that one little breach of etiquette and not hanging up and saying, you have the wrong number is what sort of caused all this.
Sets things in motion. And Luciane, your character is being hunted, and it's up to Peter to protect you with his life if needed. But who knows how high this conspiracy can go? That's what I love about this series.
Yeah, at the end of every episode, I'm like, oh, it's this person. Oh no, it's not. And then it just got so confusing. And then I was just like, who is it? But then you kind of have your guesses early on. But yeah, no, it was super thrilling to read.
And Gabriel, did you do any training for the role? I mean, meet with the FBI, train how to handle weapons, procedures. How method did you get?
Well, I grew up around firearms, so the gun stuff was pretty second nature to me. We had an FBI supervisor who sort of would call in. I never met him in real life. And then we had Odie, who does the SWAT supervision for Sean on that show, would call in to just observe the room sweeps and stuff and make sure everything was looking fluid. But for the most part, it was pretty ingrained in me how to, move around with a gun.
And Luciane, amid all this action and espionage, there's a love story as well, right?
Yeah, there is. Multiple.
That's kind of unusual in a political thriller, isn't it?
I'm not too sure. I don't watch many. I'm not like you, but I'm sure, yeah. God, that sounds horrible.
And Gabriel, keeping that energy up for this series, it's a very physical show. Did both of you do most of your own stunts or try to?
So I did all the fighting. I did all the fighting, like running around. And then if things got crazy, my stunt double, Matt, would pop in for, a line hit or a car hit or something like that, or a fall. So he would come in for that stuff, but everything else was me, yeah. And she did her own hacking.
You didn't jump out of windows, Luciane?
Nope, that was my girl Darlene. I was like, thank you. You do it all.
Oh, man, that's movie magic then. I thought that was you going out of that 3-story window.
Absolutely not. That's when no.
And also, tell me about shooting on location, too. Was this shot around Washington, D.C.? Because it just gives it that authenticity.
We were in Vancouver.
Vancouver, okay. More
The
movie
capital
magic.
of America.
But yeah, it was nice there. The weather made things difficult, but I think
Yeah, it's freezing there.
we were only doing night shoots, so it's kind of like
The night agent, so.
maybe we
Night
could
agent
plan
at night
for a
shoot.
nice early afternoon agent next
Yeah.
time.
And this series was based on the novel of the same name by Matthew Quirk. Was the series faithful to the book? Did you both read it?
I listened to the audiobook.
I was told not to read it because of how many changes were made. So I was sort of hesitant. I'm going to read it now, though, because Matthew gave me a copy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And when you guys read for the roles, when you guys first auditioned together, did you guys notice your chemistry together right away?
I don't remember.
In the Zoom meetings, I don't think so.
It was through Zoom.
Yeah, Zoom is weird.
And they like stare at the little green dot, and you're like, I meant to look at the actor, but okay.
And there's a delay sometimes, so like so there's really no flow in the scene of your line, her line, her line, and so they're wanting us to step on each other, but then the audio, it was just, it wasn't, I think, ideal.
Auditioning and.
But it worked.
Yeah.
And like, Gabriel, I don't know about how I was thrilled to see that Peter's boss was an actual Terminator. I thought that was really cool. So when you got to have him play that part, he's one of my favorite actors. So tell me about working with him.
He's awesome in real life too, and we had some really good talks. And he rides Harley and has his Harley dealership and stuff, and so. I ride motorcycles a little bit, so we talked a little bit about that, and we got into some stuff. He's just a really solid man, and really genuine and good to talk to. So it was pretty awesome working with him, man. It was a pleasure.
Well, congratulations on a great thriller. I enjoyed it immensely. I enjoyed our time together this morning. Thank you so much, and let's talk again soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Bye.